What's up, guys? DreamcastGuy here, talking today about how Anita Sarkeesian is a genius. And let me explain why. So, imagine there's a big city, and it's pretty damn safe, and all of a sudden somebody starts coming along and being like, "There are fires everywhere!" And you're like, "What? Do you have a fire degree?" And she's like, "Well, no, I don't have a fire degree." I'm like, "Oh, well then how do you know there's fires everywhere? We don't see any fires." I'm like, "Yes, but trust me, I've been observing fires all my life, and I know when a fire is about to come, and I know the effects of fires." And so people are like, "All right, what do you got?" And so she starts just like going up to random outlets and being like, that's a fire hazard right there." And people are like, "All right, that outlet is a little bit frayed, and that honestly could be a fire hazard. Good job." And she goes, "All right, now pay me hundreds of thousands of dollars." And people are like, "What? You're not even a trained fire inspector. You're not even a firefighter. You're just a person who is better at observing fire issues, but isn't a firefighter and is not a fire inspector. You just kind of point out things that could lead to fires." So everybody's being like, "Hey, we should do it." And she's like, "Ha! You see all those people are saying that I'm not qualified to be a fire inspector just because I don't have any training? I've seen a lot of fires. I've built a lot of fires in the safest way possible." And people are like, "Oh, okay, big deal." And all of a sudden everyone starts coming to her defense, being like, "Hey, she was right about those other things that could have been a fire. Let's give her hundreds of thousands of dollars." And so they do. And so now she goes around and makes videos about things that could lead to fires. And sometimes she's right and sometimes she's not. And sometimes she doesn't have any evidence at all, so she just kind of fakes what could be a fire and takes things out of context that could be a fire because she still really has to, get that money. She has now made it a job to point out things that might be a problem at some point theoretically, even though she has no training pointing out anything. And that's pretty fucking genius. I mean, I wish I could make money by pointing things out. I mean, she is now going on tour with her fire inspection crew and just going around, and other women talk about how they want to get to the fire inspection business and how they're a little bit afraid, though, just because so many people told Anita Sarkeesian that she's not qualified since she has no professional training in any capacity and hasn't even actually played with fire. But, I mean, who are we to say, besides actual gamers? I mean, pyromaniacs. How can we know? I mean, we're just sitting here playing with fire all day long. She's observed fire. She is a pop fire critic. So, Anita Sarkeesian, clearly you know fire better than anybody. So please, show us where the fires are. But please, tell us how to stop them. Don't just say, "Hey, this is going on." Tell us how to fix it. Stop just being like games are bad, and tell game developers what to change. This has been DreamcastGuy with just a random idea. Feel free to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And as always, guys, keep dreaming.